What's swinging, pirates? Well, today we are here and we're gonna be coin roll hunting, looking for some pennies. I know, it's not the most exciting. We're not hunting half dollars, dimes, quarters. We're not looking for silver, but we are looking through pennies, and you can find some pretty awesome stuff in the pennies themselves. And what I like about pennies, bang for buck, right? You don't have to spend a lot of dollars to get a full box. I mean, you can get this full box, which it's like a brick of gold, but obviously copper, fun stuff. 25 bucks, and you can have a full night of fun looking through pennies. So we're gonna get into it as people roll in. We're gonna talk about coin roll hunting, maybe some things to look for, and we're also gonna go ahead and chat a little bit about metal detecting. So we've got some fun stuff on the horizon here. So we'll go ahead, we're gonna get into it, and right now we're gonna bust open the first roll. Now with this box, it came from the feds. It was ordered in, one of the Loomis type trucks, the Guardian trucks, anybody that's bringing you guys coins. So they come in these nice fancy rolls, tight. The problem is you can't reuse these ones, so when you're at the bank and you pick up a box, it's always good to ask for extra coin rolls. The bonus is they're free when you get them from the bank. Don't buy them from Walmart or your local hardware store, wherever you're gonna get extra rolls. Just go to the banks and say, hey, can I get a handful of rolls? And whatever denomination you want, they'll be more than happy to give you guys stacks and stacks of these, because frankly, it's a lot easier on them if you roll the coins back up and just put them back in the same box that you got them in. Now, don't take it to the same bank. You want to have two separate banks, your dump bank, the non-dump bank, and they'll appreciate that rather than just coming in a bag or loose change. So they'll give you the rolls for sure. So we'll go ahead, we'll crack this open. Right now, we're looking for wheat pennies, Indian head pennies. If you found a flying eagle, that would be amazing. There's a couple other errors that you can look for in the penny category. Now, I'm not looking a whole lot at the zinc pennies. That just is gonna take a lot of time to look for. So we're just looking for the coppers. We're gonna pull out any oldies that we see, and we'll go ahead and replace the other ones. Usually when I do it, I'll just rip open the whole roll, and then I'll just keep them kind of in that roll fashion and just search through them that way, just looking at the fronts and backs, hoping to see that wheat or, everything willing, the Indian head penny. So you just motor through these and see what you can pull out. The other thing is too, with those zinc pennies, they're going to be that nice bronze copper as they explode all over here. You can skip through those pretty quick when you have them on their edges like that, and just look for the darker copper tone pennies. That's where your older ones are going to be. Pre-1982 is going to be your copper. Everything else is a zinc. Like I said, you can find errors in the zincs, but you're taking a lot of time sometimes to look through those. So first roll looks like a bust. No worries. We've got plenty more rolls to go. Boom. Get the roll here. And you just slide them in. Simple as that. If you guys are here and you're in the chat, say hello. Give me a what's swinging, just so I know who's here. I'll shout you out. Thanks for joining me if you are on the stream. Like I said, we're doing a little coin roll hunting today. As I pick up the pennies that exploded out of the roll, we were just too excited. And we're going to talk a little bit about metal detecting. I have an exciting teaser coming up maybe midway through the stream. I can't give all the details yet, but it's something towards the end of the month. That's the first part of the teaser. All right. Hey, from the GR area. Nice. Bronx, NYC. Let's get gold. That's right. All right. If you're in the GR area, hopefully, if you've been following me on the Facebook page, I've left a couple spots to maybe hit around Grand Rapids. Let me know if you've checked those out. What are you finding in the Bronx? Hopefully gold. I had someone ask me the other day if I was hunting the Long Island area. Don't know why they thought that, but we're nowhere near New York. Have you guys tried coin roll hunting, or do we just got a bunch of swingers in here? The weather in Michigan has turned, finally. Hopefully in most places. The ground is thawed out. But, yeah, I've been out swinging. Found an old ring not too long ago. It says 18 karat. So, yeah, we were hunting for gold. It's not 18 karat. That thing was so coppery and tarnished. Some poor sap got taken by a plated wedding band. I feel bad for him, but buyer beware, I guess. It was I actually found it at an old lumber town, so I gotta have a feeling that the ring was pretty old, but it was stamped 18K. Hey, how about that, guys? Coin roll hunting pennies today. We got our first wheat cent right here. Boom. Wheaty in the box. All right, what do we got? 1942 plain. Woo! So that was only the second roll, hunting pennies, and we've already got a wheaty. Now try hunting halves and pulling a silver on your second roll. Probably not gonna happen, but give it a shot. Halves are fun for sure. Everything is in the Bronx. Okay. You just got all those people just depositing money, ring, silver. Coinstar hunting. Gonna hit up some coin rolls for the rainy days. Yes, definitely. It's a great way to pass, the time. Sit down, bust into a couple of rolls, see if you can find a couple collectibles for those nice little coin books, if that's what you guys use. Or just start stacking silver, right? Pulling a couple mercuries out of a coin roll, nothing beats it. What a great night. Grab a pizza, maybe a cold one, and just go to town looking for some fun coins. And heck, those coins you could even add to, a test garden if you get a new detector and you want to figure out what some of those tones are. Fantastic way to do it. Or just cash in on that silver, For you guys that are doing the coin roll hunting, and even if you're not, do you have one of these guys, a red book? If you don't, if you've never heard of a red book, check it out. This one's 2018, but what's nice about it is it still gives all of the information here, and there's a great history. I have read this thing cover to cover on one of those rainy days, and you'll learn a lot about the history of coins, some of the things to look for, and it does give you fairly accurate prices as far as even being a few years old. But I did put a link in the bottom for the 2022 version. It's out now, so if you don't have a red book, you guys can check that out. But right now, we've got a 1942 wheat, and so if we look this up in our red book, 1942, it's a plain. The 2018 edition of Red Book would say a 1942 plain. There were 657 million wheat pennies minted that year, so very common. One of the more common wheats from the early 40s. It's worth, hey guys, 15 cents. That's a pretty good return on investment for a wheat penny. I'm not gonna lie. 15x right there on face value. So we'll take it for sure. Fatty family, you need a camera switcher so you can zoom. Hey, if you know of anybody willing to send one of those over to the P.O. box, holler. Just let me know. We'll take it. But guys, what are you swinging for today? Are you going swinging tomorrow? You better not be, or if you are, you better bring your mother, because it's Mother's Day. So if you do go swinging without her, you better find a nice pretty ring and bring it back to her. You gotta treat your mothers with love and respect. Am I right? Don't give them all your wheat pennies though. Those are for you. So we've got the whole box here. We'll see. We'll see how many Wheaties or old coins we pull out of here. Usually I end up probably with almost an average of about 20 to 25 on a box, surprisingly. Wheat pennies are still definitely fairly common when it comes to coin roll hunting. So that's why I like picking up the pennies. Again, maybe not as exciting as silver coins, but still definitely worth a good time and add some excitement. Wow, hopefully that wow, Mr. Bronx, is that return on value, 15 cents for a 1942 penny. That's a wow, for sure. For sure. We're paying for the kids' college with that one. She's probably not going to go to a very good college. So, we'll see. Are there any good colleges in the Bronx? New York? Long Island? Sheesh. I've been to New York once for like maybe 4 hours, and that was enough. The traffic, the amount of people, it's intense. Definitely. Yes, sir. Woo! That's right. 15 cents for a Wheatie. Going once? Going once? Any bidders? Oh man, I've got some fans blowing me up here on my Snapchat. The dogs are excited. Everybody's pumped to be coin roll hunting tonight, so that's great. Like I said, we're looking for coppers as far as wheat pennies go. So we're just pretty much looking at the backs, looking to see those nice little feathers along the edges. If we stumble across an Indian head penny, definitely a bonus. I'm not worried about so many of the air coins, but they are out there. You got your double dies and some of your missed strikes. But that just takes a lot of extra time and care to really look for those. So here's a fun thing actually too. When I was paying for these coins, in change, the teller gave me back a $10 bill, and because I had to break two 20s, and I got a $10 bill that had the small little face on it, where it's not the ones that look like Monopoly money when they changed American bills. The $10 bill was 1969 edition, so it was definitely an older one. I did look on eBay to see if anyone's still collecting the older bills, and when it comes to the paper money, typically you want to be looking for the fun serial number dates, or it's got to be like really flat, crisp, have a good cut to it. This one has definitely been in circulation for quite a while, but 1969, and like I said, the serial numbers, they weren't repetitive. I think, you know, they'll call them like a try number, where it's all 2277776666 type thing. Hopefully not 3 6s, that would be bad. Or you could have a birth date serial number where it might say 10/20/1970, and that could be someone's birthday, and apparently those are very collectible as well if you don't get like a star note or something, so be on the lookout for those. YCLA, that's the college to go. Yes, Fatty family, those pets are downstairs being chompy chunguses, eating their dinner, so yeah, we had to kick them out. It was time to go for puppy time out. We've got 2 corgis here, and they can be quite the unruly bunch, so they've been booted from the studio as of right now. Yeah, it would be cool to find your own birthday, dollar coin. Another fun thing to do if you guys go to the bank, pick up your box of coins. I recommend, honestly, pay in cash. You can pay from your account, but go to your bank, ask for a box of coins, pay in cash, pay a little bit over, and then say, hey, can I get my change back in $2 bills? Yeah, $2 bills are still a thing. They're still accepted as US fiat. So you can use $2 bills. I paid for one for a coffee the other day, and the poor high school kid that was working the window looked at it and actually called their manager over and said, do we take these? I don't think they've ever seen one. So they're fun to pay, just for small things like that. But with the $2 bills, because they're not high in circulation, you can find a lot of those star notes or those special dates on the $2. So do that sometimes. Even getting, a stack of $2 bills and including them in like birthday cards or kind of as a Christmas gift, maybe with like some lotto tickets or something. They're fun stocking stuffers. That's another route you could definitely go. So has anyone actually in the chat used a $2 bill for something like that? Have you ever even seen a $2 bill? I'm basically asking you guys to all date yourself here, so we'll see. But yeah, I enjoy the $2 bills. Alright, we are on our 6th roll of pennies, hunting this box of pennies tonight. While we're talking a little about coin roll hunting, talking about collecting coins, dollars, a little bit of metal detecting in there. At the end of last year, I got a Minelab 3030, so this year I'm completely devoted to learning it, understanding it, figuring out how to, do my own programs, share the programs. I know a lot of people ended up getting the 6 and 800 Knoxes, and apparently those things are just beasts. So am I mad that I got the 3030? Not at all. I think that machine is still, it's a Cadillac of metal detectors, even though it is, what, 6 years old? Maybe going on 8. But yeah, still a fantastic machine. I just got to learn it because it's a lot more complicated than the old White's machine that I had. I started off with a Tesoro Silver UMax. Literally like 2 buttons or 2 knobs. Very easy machine to use. But didn't even have a digital readout machine. Just you beep, I dig. But that was a great machine. Great for coin shooting. Excuse me. Seen one, never paid with one. So what's the last thing you guys found metal detecting? Throw it up in the chat. The last thing that you enjoyed finding, we'll put it that way. I'm sure the last thing I found was a shotgun shell. Been hunting the woods a lot. We've been looking for a lot of lumber camps and old homes. Yeah, definitely. Those old machines they just work, man. New technology brings new problems. That's definitely a thing, but they don't make them like they used to. Am I right? Bronx knows. Pull tabs, yeah, lots of pull tabs. Idaho State Quarter. D-Mouse, have you been looking, do you look at the state quarters? Apparently everyone has been looking for the W mint mark on a couple of the most recent editions. Apparently those can be $15 to $20 on eBay if your state quarter has a W on it. So check your pocket change. I have one of those books that came, I didn't fill it up, it came pre-filled, which was nice, but it's just for each state quarter. You don't have to fill in the mint marks either, so I doubt I have any of the W. Fun fact, I believe the W is for the West Point mint, which I guess is pretty rare, so that's why they're worth a pretty penny. 20 pennies, 20 times 100. That's a lot of pennies, guys. Do math. Silver bike bracelet. Where did you find a silver bike bracelet? I'm gonna say at one of the tot lots. Every valuable penny. Okay. Every valuable penny, Fatty. What determines valuable? Are we talking that 15-cent wheat? Yes, yes. That's a great activity for kids right there. Coin roll hunting. Keep them busy for hours for sure. And yeah, they got good eyesight. Have them look for that W mint mark on some of those. I believe they're only on the they're only on the 2019 and the 2020 quarters. And I think there's only 5 states that had it so far. Well, I think that's because they only left 5 states. I think it's 5 states per year that they release quarters for. So that's why there was 5 states that year. That makes sense. So you got 10 possible quarters that I think that's on. All of them are valuable. This is true. This is true. All of these pennies right here, they are valuable. $25 worth of valuable. Boom. That's the clearest beer that you could possibly have. H2O lager. Made right here in the heart of Michigan. A park in the Bronx. Okay. Nice. Pulling silver out of the Bronx. Okay, if a penny's worth 10 cents or more, it's a drink. Alright, alright. We may not get through the whole box if that's the case. We'll see how many wheats and other coins we pull out of here. I'm glad you didn't say 3 cents because here, we'll do a little demonstration. Well, with the coins that are that nice coppery sheen, that really almost bronze, those are zinc pennies. The ones that are darker are your wheats or your copper pennies. And the fun fact is, those copper pennies, they're actually valued at scrap about 3 cents. So they're technically worth more in melt value than they are as their actual denomination right now. And I got a box of pennies last week that I figured out was pre-searched after going through about 15 of the rolls, because they didn't come in these machine rolled coins. They were hand rolled, much like what I'm doing right now. And someone had already searched that entire box and pulled out every single copper penny. I did not find one copper penny in the first 15 rolls. which is very, very peculiar. Like, you'll still see the copper pennies. They may not be wheats, but it'll be 1971 or something to that effect. There wasn't a single one. So someone was going through and hoarding or pulling out every single copper penny, let alone, you know, the wheats or any other things that were collectible. So after those 15 rolls, I said, we're done. Just returned the box. Didn't worry about it. What a waste of time. All right, guys, we're all going to Pelham Bay Park in the Bronx. There's silver there. Bronx, don't give up your hunting spots like that. Millions of people are going to go there now because they're going to watch this stream. Millions. You heard it here first. Fatty Family has big connections. He told me. He's going to share this thing all over the place. Hello, hello, the Metal Angler. I like that username. I like it a lot. We know you're a dirt fisher with that name, for sure. Maybe a scrapyard guy? Probably not, though. Nice. The Metal Angler. We're coin roll hunting a box of pennies tonight. What are you hunting for? What's on the list right now? What's on the bucket list to find? I still need to find a American large cent. I have found several Canadian large cents. Being in Michigan, obviously, close to Canada. So, haven't found an American yet, but got a couple sites lined up here this spring that I think could hold what we're looking for. So the large cent, American, is on the bucket list this year. We need to find that. And I don't know why that one has eluded me for so long. I have found just about most versions of other coin. I've definitely skipped over a few. I have not gotten a seated Liberty quarter, but I have a couple seated dimes. I even found a capped bust dime, 1836. It was in a lake, and that was a shocker. So I think that's my oldest American coin we've found. Hey, he's not greedy. If we all want to go to the park, he said we can stay at his place. I think we're good. It's a nice Airbnb. He's a great host. The Bronx, that's where it's at, folks. We're heading to New York. Jets fan or Giants fan? That's the real question. I'm guessing Giants. Still only one wheat so far tonight. We've made it through our first 10 rolls. So the batting average, not great right now. Not great. But that's okay. We still got a whole hefty box to go. So we'll see if we can't pull out a few more keepers. Definitely getting some Canadian pennies in here, but nothing super old. I will pull out some of the older Canadians if those do show up, because why not? Something to add to the collection. But yes, coming up in a little bit, probably when we get through, the next 15, maybe 20 rolls, I'm going to drop a little teaser for you guys here, and it's exciting. It's coming up end of the month. That's all I can say right now. Maybe give you a few other little tidbits, but there's something happening. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, you know, I guess we're not swinging for rings tonight, but we're hunting rolls. We're we're rolling. Keep rolling. Nice. All right. The Bronx. I like you. Stick around for a while. See what we find. If I'm ever in New York, specifically the Bronx, I'm calling you. We're going digging. What's the oldest coin that you found in a park, like in a public place? Because I know every detectorist in New York will probably tell you that, oh, that park's hunted out. Don't bother going there. People have been there thousands of times. You're not going to find anything. And I guarantee you, people still go and they still find things. Especially given some of the machines that are out there on the market right now. Mine Lab. Yeah, you can find some pretty good stuff. All right, Metal Angler, have a good night. Have a great tomorrow. We will see you later. Thanks for stopping by. May treasure be in your pouch soon. But until then, everybody else, what's swinging? We are just motoring through these hand rolled coin here. Actually, these ones are machine rolled. I'm the one rolling them back up in hand rolls. But it makes the cleanup super easy, super simple. The return, seamless. And these rolls make for great bonfire starters, so we save those too. I guess we reuse them in our own way. Looking for Wheaties. We found one, 1942 so far, but we're looking to see if it's got any friends in the box. So far, oh, and just as we say it, we've got another wheat penny here. This one, woo! It's the older brother, 1941. And it too is a plain. So some wheat pennies that you definitely want to be on the lookout for as we're searching through here are going to be, of course, the 1909 VBD. I believe S Mint mark is the most popular one. But that thing, look that up in a red book sometime. Those VDBs, those can fetch a pretty, pun intended, penny. Also look for the 1955 double die, and that one too can be quite a nice little keeper. So if we ever do pull out any of those years, we're looking a lot closer at them. Uh-oh, Fatty Family's gonna get me on this one. He said anything above, what was it, 10 cents? Yeah. 1941. Now remember, the 42 plane had six, oh wow. So the 42 plane, 657 million pennies minted. That's a lot of pennies. The 1941 plane, 887 million. And it too is worth, in good condition, 15 cents. So we're up 30 cents tonight, according to the Red Book. And that's the 2018 edition. I have a feeling 2022 Red Book, we might be pushing 17 cents. So price of copper going up. Oh, you love to see it. 2 wheat pennies. We're about 12 rolls in. Just adding to that collection slowly. Stacking coppers. Did anybody used to watch, we'll shout out an old YouTube channel here, but did anybody used to watch Bill Ladd and his YouTube channel? I just always remember the way he would say coppas and lobsters. They would go out either detecting or bottle hunting, and they would be somewhere along New England finding coppas and lobsters. Of course, coppas, he was referring to large sense. So, Bill Ladd. Interesting channel, for sure. Very, very knowledgeable, I would say, in the bottle department, especially. And if you have any interest in bottle hunting, check it out. It's not a bad one. That penny is uniquely stamped here. It's just the way the inset is. A little deeper than others, but it's a 1996 zinc. Not worried about it. Man, Fatty family, if you know a guy who's got one of those microscope cameras, that'd be great, because then I could show everybody the uniqueness of that coin. But alas, I'm just a poor boy with a couple of pennies to his name. Get it rolling, bro. That's right. We are coin roll hunting. We are rolling through these pennies, looking to see what we can pull out. We got 2 coppers. 2 wheat coppers. Coppas and lobsters. But we're having a good time here. So, metal detecting. Let's talk metal detecting while we search through a few more of these rolls. You can do it! He's a little southern. Little more down on the bayou. And I went driving around yesterday. If you don't know how to research places to go metal detecting other than what your friends tell you, shameless plug, down in the link below, you'll see the Metal Detecting Life. MetalDetectingLife.com is linked below. There are a bunch of articles that I have written. One of them is about researching places to go. And in that, it gives you a couple ideas on maybe how to find some new sites. One of those, go to historic maps. And historic maps, you can search by location. Just type in your town. You can type in, a county. And it will bring up all of the options of maps that you would find in the library. A lot of them are plat maps, okay? And it will show you locations of schools, churches, old home sites, as well as sawmills, grist mills, things of that nature. And you can pretty easily compare it to a modern map and pinpoint where those houses may still be or at least once stood. And I was using an 1877 map from there, and it was the next township over from where I'm at here in Michigan. And I found the site of an old sawmill, and it had several other houses right around the property there. So 1877, sawmill, businesses, that was a business back in the day. Guys working down by the river, and there is still a river there today. I went out scouting yesterday and found this huge huge lot of land where it's on public property still. And there are a few foundations remaining and a couple really large cellar holes, which I'm guessing could be where part of the processing, plant was for that lumber. So next weekend, we're going to be hitting the old sawmill, and I'm excited to see what we can find. Yes, so look for that in an upcoming video. I think that's going to really pan out to be an exciting hunt. So I am definitely pumped to go check out the old sawmill. Thumbs up, yes. Another Canadian, but not very old. 78. There you go. Anyone born in 1978, you heard it. I just said you're not very old. Another Canadian penny, 1964. You're still not very old. Young at heart, man, for sure. Feel the love for my 60s babies. But you know what we're not feeling the love for? Any wheat pennies in that roll. Oh well. You move on. You move on. Keep going. So yeah, we're going to hunt the sawmill coming up in a very near future video. You'll probably see some highlights either on Instagram or perhaps on TikTok before you see the actual full YouTube video. So if you're looking for any previews, go ahead, follow the links below to my other social media. I would appreciate it. I try to be entertaining, post some fun things, throw a little education in there for the kids. Got to get those youngins into metal detecting. Future pirates of America. So yeah, I'm excited to go hunt that spot. And then from there, just down the road, using the same Historic Maps website, there's a large lot of land, maybe 2 miles from the sawmill. Several more homes kind of within this, I would say, maybe 300-acre farm area. And there were home sites there, as well as an old school with an old road that used to run through that whole property. Well, it's not a road anymore, but you can still clearly see a line cut through the trees that are still there now. I guarantee just hunting that road, which was dirt back in the day, whatever little buggies were going up and down it, whatever kids were walking to and from the school at the end of the road, you're going to find stuff. So we're working on getting permission for that site. I don't think it will be that hard, but we will see. And that will be another awesome permission, especially because it's so close. So we'll see if the CTX is up for it. I think it is. The trick is with some of these wooded sites, undeveloped sites, the grass gets pretty tall. So hitting it in the spring is the best option, but you got to fight off the ticks, and they are bad this year in Michigan. I don't know if you guys have to deal with that in the Bronx, but yeah, Bronx, we're hoping to find some cool stuff out there for sure. Anything that we can at least date to the area would be nice. Anything local. I would love to see something with, a nearby town name, or, maybe a store or like a hotel from back in the day that we can link that to a history book. Those are always fun. Trade tokens. Those are really cool. I think there's just a bit more history, a bit more nostalgia You know what else is nostalgic? We just got Wheatie number 3, and we're still in the 40s. It's a 1944. So we've got a 41, a 42, and a 44. Looking at the 1944 wheat penny, it's going to be pretty common, I will tell you. It's a 1944 plain. Okay, here we go. 1.4 billion and change. Yes, billion. I believe that actually is one of the most common wheat pennies ever minted. So, 10 cents. And that's in very fine. We'll call it very fine, I guess, for 10 cents. The boys like to go out finding cool things. Yes, yes. I just had my first little this winter, so we will see if they turn out to be a pirate or not. The choice is theirs. I need someone to dig those holes. Although the problem is, once you start letting them dig the holes, they want to keep what's at the bottom. So then they steal all your treasures. But I guess that's what makes them a good pirate now, right? $17th roll, 3 wheat pennies. It's not bad. Could be better. But we could be doing a box of quarters and find absolutely nothing. Fun fact, never found a silver in a box of quarters. They're pretty well picked over. It's not impossible. Just saying. I'm trying little by little to video and live streaming. Just still new to YouTube. No worries, Bronx, no worries. Making some nice short videos. Just putting them up, learning. It's a nice way to document your finds, if anything. And in all honesty, I mean, right now, do YouTube for you. I guess that's why they call it YouTube, you know? Do it for you. Don't worry about doing it for anybody else, you know. Do it for you. And the people that, you know, like your content, like your style, they'll come, they'll watch. Tell you what, share your next video with me. Just shoot me a message, either on Instagram, Facebook, even on YouTube, and I will go ahead and share that on my social media channels. So whatever one you want me to share, shoot me a message and I will go ahead and I will share that with the rest of, you know, my social media audience, and we'll let people take a look at what it's like detecting in the Bronx. If you're new to the stream, drop a hello or a what's swinging in the chat so I know you're here, so I can say hello and welcome you to the coin roll hunting party as we talk about coins, treasure, all those fun things, metal detecting, being a pirate, whatever. Just drop that in the chat. We bought a drone to fly with a cam. You just keep rolling, rolling. I also have a drone. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Those are fun. They can actually be used in research to, you know, maybe find some hidden detecting spots. I have flown my drone before, just in an area, just wanting to fly. And I remember seeing what looked like, kind of out in this field, a bunch of trees around it. It looked like the markings of an old baseball diamond. And I walked out there, and sure enough, out in this wooded area where the clearing was, there was an old baseball diamond. So I never knew it existed there, but having the drone, having that bird's eye perspective, you can see a lot of things. So plus they're just fun. All right, Bronx, we will look for you on the Instagram. As we get these coins sorted here, we are still looking for wheat pennies. Again, if you're new to the stream right now, in the chat, give me a what's swinging, just so I know you're here. If you don't say anything, Bronx is gonna get all the airtime. He's getting all the love right now, so. But if you're fine with that, I'm sure Bronx will thank you. It'll just be a table for two, him and I. Well, another skunk roll, but that's alright. We are getting to our 20th roll here. We got 3 wheat pennies, all from the 40s. Another wheat penny that I have never found while coin roll hunting has been a steely. If you know what a steely is, drop it in the chat right now. I want to know who knows what a steely is. And why? Why is it a steely? We're doing a little bit of education. We're gonna educate yourself. Why do they call it a steely? What was the year and why was it a steely? '20th roll. We're opening it right now. Yes, World War II. But what was the year? What was the year? You are right on the why. But what year is that steely? Bronx, I appreciate it. I really do. Ooh, still not quite old enough. 1955 Canadian cent, but it still has the queen on it. I'm looking for those wheat pennies. Looking for those Canadian wheat pennies that have the king on it. Hey, but you know what? We just got an American wheat penny in that roll as well. I thought we were going to have two for a second. There was one looking real wheat-like. It had the right color, but alas. Nope, not 1945. Steelies are not 1945. Well, there's so many roll puns I feel like a coin roll hunter can make, especially when it comes to songs and music. Woo! The last year for a wheat penny. 1958. 1958 wheat penny out of that roll. 1958. Well, that is going to be a 1958 plane. 252 million. 10 cents. All right. we haven't hit any of the big ones yet, but 1988, 1960. Nope, those aren't Steelies. I got you, fatty. I got you. I'm gonna need a refill here. Running low on beverages. Maybe one of those dogs will bring me something to drink. If I've been good. But we know I have not been. So I'm just gonna have to be parched. Drink, drink, shot, 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 shots. Alright, folks. 1943. That was your Steely. And yes, the reason it was a Steely that year is America had to divert all copper to the war effort. And so in doing so, they couldn't mint copper pennies that year. And I believe it was also cheaper to do steel. So 1943, you got steel pennies. Now why don't you find steel pennies when you're metal detecting? Well, you know what steel does in the rain, in the weather? It rusts. It just decomposes. It gets obliterated by Mother Nature. So that's probably why you've never found a 1943 wheat penny or a Steely instead of a Wheatie. They just deteriorate too fast. Now, some people have found them, but not many. And the other reason most people don't find Steelies, think about it. It does not sound very good on a metal detector. Your copper pennies, they ring up in that nice high tone, very repeatable, diggable signals. Steel, you're not gonna want to dig all of those steel targets. You know, they're gonna come in like iron. They're gonna come in really bad. So you're digging nails day in and day out to try to find a Steely? Nope, not worth it. Cups up for Saturday. Yep. Pirates. So the other fun fact, though, as we talk about the Steelies, rumor has it that right before they decided to switch to steel for 1943, apparently a very, very small batch of 1943 copper pennies was minted. But I don't think they were intentionally released, so any that did get released are said to, you know, basically have been done so without the knowing of the mint at the time. People say there's less than 10 or 20 of them out there. But if you find one of those, you may be looking at 6, potentially 7 figures in the coin collecting world for a copper 1943 penny. Depending on condition, of course. But that would be a unicorn of wheat pennies to actually come across. Not saying that it can't happen. Keep your eyes peeled. But probably not gonna happen. Yeah, no problem, Bronx. Alright, Fatty. We're gonna have to make an amendment to that deal. Every time I find a coin that's worth 10 cents and up, you also have to drink with me. If you're doing the cheers mugs, it takes 2 to tango. Yes, juice boxes. Do you Capri Sun? Do you classic juice box? Do you you can't really go squeeze because it's not full on juice. I hate the Capri Suns. You never can get the straw in the right way. And because the packaging's so weird, you usually squeeze it too hard and then it just gets everywhere and it's just chaos. But for some reason the soccer moms always would bring those and I don't know why. Yoo-hoo! Okay. You, sir, you are winning. You are winning the drink battle right now. Yoo-hoo. There you go. The fact that I know that and what that is that a good thing? I think it's a good thing. I mean, I know how to use a rotary phone. I don't know about the rest of you. I'm sure you guys do, but I know a lot of people that don't. And that's tough for them. Does the rotary phone ever make a comeback? I don't know. With the star crunches. Well, sir, Yoo-hoo and star crunches. I think that's what caused childhood obesity. Am I mad about it? No. Do I wish I had a star crunch right now? Yeah. Every time you find those foil circles, yeah. Yeah, and it's surprising how good those foil circles can actually sound. I find them all the time when I'm water hunting, and I think it's just because they're so light, they don't ever bury themselves into the sand. So they just float along the bottom, and inevitably, under my coil, and then I dig it. Yeah, there's Sunny D, but, I mean, do you Sunny D? Or do you Tang? I'm pretty sure Tang was just sugar water. And for some reason they put yellow food coloring in it. At least I hope it was yellow food coloring. The jury's still out. High C. High C's good. Yeah, I was down with the High C. But you know what was not okay? Was the Hawaiian Punch. Because every time you go to lunch, you thought one of your friends wanted to trade you and give you a Hawaiian Punch. No. You just end up getting socked in the arm as he says Hawaiian Punch. And I said, that doesn't even count. You're not even Hawaiian. Oh, See, we start talking about juice and it looks like everybody shows up to the party. And the problem is, when you start talking about food and you go into a party, you better bring enough for everybody. Because you can't be the kid that just brings in, you know, a cupcake and not have enough for the rest of the class. No. Party foul. Don't be that kid. Bronx was never that kid. I could tell. I could tell. He's too nice. Inviting us to all his hunting spots already. He brought cupcakes for everybody. And probably for some of the other class too. Woo! Very last coin in that roll, right there on the edge. We got our 5th wheat penny of the night. And it's a 1955. Now, for those of you that were here a little earlier in the stream, drinks. What did we say about that? 1955? Fatty's buying the next round for the entire chat, so we appreciate it, Fatty. Oh, yes. 1955. We're looking for the double D on this one. So, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get the magnifying glass out. And we're going to see if it's a double die. We're hoping. $10? You think it's $10 coin? You think it's a $10 coin? Now, as bad as I want it to be a double die and have a strike air, it's looking pretty solid, my friend. Pretty solid. Unfortunately. By the way, this is just a 10 by 21 millimeter loop. Very helpful. Makes reading some of the mint marks or stamps on jewelry a lot easier. 1955 D, not double die. Fatty strikes again. 10 cents. Fatty wants a magnifying glass camera angle. Next time, Fatty. I'll tell you what. If we could find a total of 10 wheat pennies tonight, we will get that set up for you, my friend. So it's all up to the penny gods at this point. Your faith lies with them. Start praying. Or do a penny dance if that's your thing. Oh, Brox. You didn't have to. You didn't have to throw the super chat on there, my friend. The dollar coming in. Oh my goodness. Alright, Bronx. You throw the donation in, and I just found a wheat penny right there. And that's good for Fatty. Because now we are at 6 wheat pennies. I told him we only needed to get to 10. So the last 2 rolls, they're looking good. We're getting down to a better part of the box here. And this wheat penny, does it have a friend? Oh, it has a Canadian friend. Some of these Canadian coins, there's 2 Canadian coins right back to back. And again, if I had that magnifying glass on there, you'll never see this probably. There you go. See that little birdie? You know how many times I thought that this was a flying eagle when I first saw it? It's just a Canadian coin. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, my friends. But it will get the heart racing. Oh, man. Oh, I know. Fatty family, right now, he's watching this thing like it's the Kentucky Derby. He's betting on wheat pennies, folks. We get to 10, he gets the microscope cam. If not, well, I guess it's a sad day for coin roll hunters everywhere. But we did get our 6th wheat penny, and this one is a 1958 D mint mark. And nice thing about that one, as it was one of the last years, another, and this is just, I'm just reading the worst grade that it can be, but man, another 10 cents. So what are we gonna do? And I'll tell you what, when that super chat came in from Bronx, we scored that wheat penny. Bronx, I'm gonna send all of the wheat pennies to you when you hit me up in the DMs there on Instagram that we find tonight. So I appreciate it, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thanks for just stopping out and chatting with us. Fatty family, telling you, if we get 10 wheat pennies, you're getting the microscope cam. Everybody's winning tonight. And for those of you that are here, if you just joined the stream, what's swinging? Leave that in the chat. Let me know you're here. After this roll, we're going to go ahead, give that little teaser for you, let you know that something fun's coming. Penny explosion! It happens. It's like a volcano of pennies just erupts from your hand sometimes. And that's tough, because you try to keep everything neat and tidy. But what are you going to do? Well, 6 wheat pennies. We are through half of the box now. So, I mean, we're on pace to get above 10. Fatty family, you've got a shot, my friend. Flamingos dancing. Can I get a salsa lady in the chat as well? I feel like salsa ladies bring good luck. We're building a mound of pennies here. Here's a joke. What did the wheat say to the coin? Wheat don't roll away. I need to add some jokes to my dad jokes. So it sounds like you've got a couple. Keep them coming. Send them my way. And guess what? As he throws a wheat joke out there, we pull a wheat. Bronx, you sir are the lucky man of the hour. Go play a lottery ticket. Hit the Powerball right now. Tonight is your night. What are you waiting for? Why are you still in the stream? Like, why? Go play. You know how many boxes of pennies you could buy when you win? Yeah. Do it. And we got the salsa ladies. Man, between the dad jokes and the salsa ladies and the finding the finding of wheats, it's getting real. Smashing the thumbs up, Bronx. I appreciate it. And you know what? I did a naughty. I said I was gonna drop the teaser, but we're on a roll. We are on a roll. All right, get these coins rolled up. We're gonna tease. We're going to look this wheat penny up. We're going to see what it's worth. This wheat penny is from, let's get an early one. Let's get like a 20s. Oh, 1940. Well, it's the earliest one. So let's look that up. And 1940 is going to be 15 cents. Here we go. Looking good. Follow the Bronx. Look at that. I'm on such a roll. I went to grab another thing of coin, but we got to tease. We've got to tease real quick. So, coming up at the end of the month, there's going to be a fun event. Now, it may or may not be happening near you, but stay tuned. May 24th, that morning, you know, between 9, 10, 11 Eastern Time, there's going to be an announcement made for a really fun event. And that's about all I can tell you, unfortunately. But May 24th, a fun event for metal detecting could be announced. So stay tuned. I think it's going to be pretty cool. And it sounds like it could be happening in a multitude of places. So I will help announce that when the time comes. So check back here on the channel and check maybe some of your other local YouTube channels just to see if something is coming to your neck of the woods. May 24th. It's going to be fun. So stay tuned for that. Fatty family shouting it out for another drink. Drinks. Wheats. You know what would be a great coin roll hunting beverage? Rolling Rock. Or any form of wheat beer. Could also work, I guess. So there you go. But only if you're of age, folks. Only for the adults in the room. Fatty family, I got my eye on you. Bronx is gonna ID you. With a name like Bronx, you know, he's working the line. He's checking those IDs. More so than Santa. Not twice, not 3 times. You're not pulling anything over on him. Solid gold? If I found a solid gold penny, the stream would end immediately. Guess what? We found a Wheatie though. We found a Wheatie. It's not gold, but we found another Wheatie. Can I get a what's swinging in the chat for a wheat penny here? Even though we're not swinging. How about what's rolling? That works for tonight. What's rolling? And this one. Man, the bottom of the box is getting better and better and better. It's a 1953D. What's rolling? Miss Coin Crew out here supporting the channel. Check out Coin Crew. You want to see some coin roll hunts. You want to learn some stuff about coins. Head over to the Coin Crew. Shout out to their channel. Just recently broke 2,000 subscribers, easily on their way to 3,000. But the 1953D wheat penny, in just a good condition, another 10 cents. Worth way more than the penny it is. Hey, you diver. What is going on? I recently got my scuba certification, and I'm looking forward to doing some more diving as well. But I gotta imagine you're finding some good stuff down in Davy Jones' locker. Rollin' Rocky. Everybody having a great time tonight. Tomorrow, though. Tomorrow, it's not about me. You know, it's about that special boss in your life. Yes, gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about. Make sure to tell all the mothers in your life to have a fantastic and great day. Spoil them. Make their lives easy. Because let's face it, they do everything for us. Where would we be without the moms of the world? We wouldn't exist. That's where we would be. Not existing, so. The hard facts of life. I just woke up and was metal detecting my property for a few hours today. Tell me you found more than pull tabs and rusty screws, Miss Coin Crew. Hopefully something was good in your own yard. You'd be surprised how many good things you can find in your own house. I found a assault rifle in my old yard. That was a fun day. For all my gun advocates out there, I know very little about guns. So if you go and watch that video, feel free and shame me and shun me. I deserve it. But what a find. Unbelievable. Fun fact, I shot a second video. I actually got it back. Alright. Well, we are doing fantastic so far. We are on our way to hitting double-digit wheat pennies in this box. We got a whole box here. Found an old copper pipe and a few cents. Hey, that copper scrap, it adds up. It adds up if you save it. You can buy yourself some ice cream, maybe a little extra lunch when you're out metal detecting the next time. I know some people that have saved up enough scrap metal by the end of the year to get themselves a new metal detector. Yes, the Queens. Show them some love, Bronx. Show them some love. 8 wheat pennies so far. Lots of coppers in this box. No lobsters, thankfully. Coppers and lobsters. But what else do we have brewing here? We've got about just under 20 rolls. The other coin that I thought was really cool when I first found it were those shield pennies. I thought they were really like something special. I think the first one I remember seeing was maybe 2011. They're not that special. I'm just starting out and learning to dig all of that dirt up. He dug up an old toilet. That sounds like a shh. We won't say it on the stream. For the children. Sounds like a tough job. Somebody needs to do it. But yes, this box of pennies, not bad so far. Not bad. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about right there, Miss Coin Crew. Nailed it. Nailed it. Does it ever get anybody why those emojis are so happy too? They're always smiling. I never see an angry one. Maybe that could be your thing. You could create the first angry emoji poop. You could probably sell it to someone on the digital NFT market. And now you can collect Bitcoin instead of normal coin. How fun would that be? Where's my Bitcoin holders here tonight? Anyone coin roll hunting some Bitcoin? I will gladly take a few of those off your hands. Just send them over in the donation. That's fine. No, Fatty, we're at 8. We're at 8. We're gonna need more salsa ladies if you want 9. And that's the truth. Well, we've got a Canadian ender right here. What do we mean by enders? Well, that's when the coin on the end, right there, you can see it. Which, I don't have that microscope camera right now. I know, Fatty. If we get to 10... Settle down in the chat, you two. We'll put you in timeout. Where's the salsa lady? She must be dancing. Yeah, cause guess what? We just got wheat penny number 10. Just like that, every time that salsa lady comes out, she's bringing wheats with her. Good luck, salsa lady. I think the best roll that I've had for wheat pennies was 4. I've had one roll. Coin explosion! I'm glad that's not a rule. If a coin explosion happens, I'm glad that's not a rule. I'm sure Fatty will find something to make it a rule from, but yeah, so 4. 4 wheat pennies, 1 roll. All right, Mrs. Coin Crew, we will see you later. Coin explosion. Chug. Oh man. Oh man. Coin explosions. They'll get you. You gotta be careful. And this wheat penny is 1945D. Hey, we don't have that year yet, so that's nice. But it is another very, very common year. Probably another 10 cents. Whip it open here. 1945D is 10 cents. Cash money. Wow, I think we're at over $1 in wheat pennies in collectible value now, with our 9th wheat penny. One more, and then I'm gonna have to learn how to set up a macro camera technology. All right, there's another Canadian coin. Ooh, I thought maybe we had a wheat ender there. Scary. Scary. Please, no more salsa ladies. I can't take it. Spent about 4 Canadian coins in this roll, so that's fun. So with the CTX, talking about metal detecting here, it's a complicated machine, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot to it, just navigating the menu itself. Can you turn on and go with that machine? Definitely, for those of you that use MindLab. But you know, there's a little bit more when it comes to setting those up. Now, I also have a Garrett AT Pro. I have a Garrett Ace UMax. I have the CTX 3030. And I have a MindLab Excalibur 2 for the water. Now, I also use the AT Pro in the water as well. It's just a nice backup machine to have because you can easily swap out batteries. The MindLab, you have to make sure it's charged each time you go out because you have no idea how long the battery may or may not last. So, a lot of machines to learn, but it's a good arsenal to have. You got something for every circumstance. Coming up in the end of May, we've got a lost ring search up in the lake. So we're just waiting for that weather to get just a little bit warmer to get out into the water, but it's in front of a private house. The ring's been actually lost for 15 years, but I'm pretty sure it's still there. It's just a freshwater lake, not a lot going on. It's just a matter of getting in and looking for it. It's supposed to be in waist deep water. Supposed to be. Homeowners always seem to forget things, especially when it's been that long. But we're going to give it a go. So, kind of right around Memorial Day, we'll be going on another ring recovery. Now that's what we need to do, Fatty. We need to see if I can live stream on location a attempted ring recovery. So, yeah, we'll see if we can do it. We will see if we can get that ring back after 15 years. I got a good feeling about it. The poor guy actually lost that ring the day after coming back home from their honeymoon. So it's in front of his parents' lake cottage there, I believe. So it's just been sitting there, waiting to be found again. But I like our odds. And he's a nice guy, and I like to get it back for him. As I ended the year, last year, I think I put up maybe 4 or 5 ring returns. I started getting all sorts of calls for them, and I was busy. But the good thing is we were very successful in locating a lot of these rings. So some had only been lost for a couple days. A couple of them had been lost for a year to 3 years. So it can be done. It definitely can be done. More Canadian coins. Also in the Metal Detecting Life, linked below, that's my blog. I have an article dedicated to finding and returning rings, if that's your thing. I understand, there's pirates out there where it's finders keepers. And trust me, I have found many a rings where, there was just no possible way to return them. No markings, no lost ads, didn't get a call about it. You just find them, It's the nature of the business. So, but if it's a crash ring or something that I know I can return back to an owner, yeah, we'll do it. And the nice thing is, I've gotten some pretty sweet rewards doing that. It's definitely paid for my time and more. Probably been able to pay for a detector or two, just helping people out finding those lost items. So give it a try. Check out that article on how to return rings in metaldetectinglife.com. Some good stuff. I was busy because I had several articles actually happen around that time. One from a local newspaper, the other from our regional TV station, doing stories on me being the beach janitor. And folks saw those stories and said, hey, this guy, he might be able to help us. And the email and phone just went crazy. So, yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And we were busy. So, reach out to your local news station if you want a little bit of PR, and maybe you can help folks out. So, good thing to do for sure. All right. What do we got here? We are down to the last 13 rolls, and we are still sitting at 9 wheat pennies. So close, so close. So, Fatty, we will see what we can do here for you. My God. What are the odds of finding one more wheat penny out of these 14 rolls? I like your odds. We just found number 10. 1944. Woo! Here we go. You gotta love it. You'll love to see it. Salsa Lady is back for the wheats. Woo! Can I get a what's rolling in the chat for number 10? Fatty family is stoked. 10 wheat pennies in the box tonight. You know who else is stoked? Bronx, because these bad boys are going there. AU Diver, that's right, there is no better feeling than giving those out. Oh, yeah, Channel 13 definitely ran it. Yep, it was Mr. Brent Ashcroft. He came out and did a little story. So I'm glad you saw it. I'm sure you probably get some calls. If not, throw your name out there. I'm sure there's some deep water stuff folks need your help with. We dared to dream and we did it. You know, someone has to be the pioneer in finding the wheat pennies. I'm glad I could take the reins on and meet the challenge. But I couldn't have done it without you guys. You were the support, the crew I needed. So thanks for coming out for that. Now we just need to get a wheat penny pre-1940. Haven't found anything any earlier yet. Everything's 40s or later. But we're happy. We're happy. We're coin roll hunting. We're talking metal detecting, treasuring. It's a good night. So I hope you guys are having a good night too. As we're just hanging out here, talking treasure. Party hats on. Bye-bye. We'll see you later, Fatty. Thanks for stopping out. As we finish up this roll here. And guys, I might have a quick technical difficulty that I come up across. Don't go. Oh, and just like that, that technical difficulty is taken care of. I apologize. We saw it coming. But we're not going to let that part of technology get us down. So thanks for hanging tight. Station break, that's right. Sending it over to you. We'd like to take this time for a public service announcement. Oh man, people always tell me I've got a voice for radio. And I'm always a little offended by that because I wonder, what, do I not have the face for TV? No, you could be a great PA guy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's main event. In this corner, we have the wheat penny, weighing in at 1944. But I guess TV, I just can't cut it. It's alright. I know my acting skills aren't great. AU Diver, give us a little insight. I'm assuming you're a diver. What level diver are you? How deep do you typically go? And do you do it with metal detecting? Bronx is here to the end. The MVP. Running into a lot of zinc pennies here. It's okay, we will prevail. I just recently, and I say recently, it's been 3 years already, but I have my open water cert. I have all the scuba gear I need minus tanks and some weights. But I've got my BCD, my regulator, fins, mask, all that good stuff. Just got to go get a couple of tanks, a little bit of weight. But if you're in the area, AU, and you want to go diving, let me know. Let me know. I'm right over here in the Muskegon Whitehall area. Not too far from Grand Rapids for any Michigan locales. Wreck diving and skydiving. You're just doing all the diving then. I like it. I like it. Please tell me at least one time you bring your metal detector skydiving with you. Just because. I've never seen anybody else do it. Why not? Metal detect the sky. The one thing I don't have is a dry suit. I was spoiled. I did my dive training down in St. Lucia in the Caribbean. And at 40 feet of water, it's still 86 degrees there. I didn't wear a wetsuit or anything. We were in heaven diving that area. Visibility clear for like 30 meters. Just unreal. Unreal. The cold weather, or the cold water diving up here, that's a different animal. Even going down 20 feet, you hit that thermal line, Whew, cold. And I think I only had a 3mm suit on at that point. So I gotta upgrade my wetsuit if I want to do some more freshwater diving, at least anything deep. Although, if I'm gonna do metal detecting, I probably won't need to go too much deeper than 15 to 25 feet along the drop-off areas. So we'll see. We're trying, Bronx. We are trying to get something pre-1940. We could see the 1920s. Those were good times, good years. The roaring 20s. But we'll see. Surfboard. I have seen people do the surfing in the sky, and that looks wicked fun. That would be fun. Not quite skydiving, but I would like to paramotor. Those look pretty fun too, just to be able to take up your own little wing and just go fly around. That would be a good time. For sure. But again, you know, it's a whole nother hobby to get into. Time consuming. And I think at this point, anybody with a little, they know the the value of your time. If you can get a couple hours to yourself, be thankful, for sure. Or, I mean, really, my goal is just bring them along. Keep doing all the things you love doing, and just include the littles. They'll think it's fun. And if they see you doing it, they'll think it's cool. They'll want to do it too. So, nothing stopping you there. Wingsuits. Wingsuits are the best. Wingsuits look really fun as well. And I feel like that's the next step for base jumpers. Then they just say, hey, why just jump when I can fly? I know there was that wingsuit flyer, I think his name was Jeb Corelson or Cordison. And he did a lot of crazy wingsuit, jumps. Unfortunately, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think, unfortunately, he died doing what he loved. He did a lot of the proximity flying. Very dangerous. Yes, Bronx, we need the luck. We need the luck. But you know what brings the most luck, Bronx? Salsa ladies. The little dancing salsa lady. So, if we get some salsa ladies dancing, they dance for wheats. It's a whole new kind of club, man. Salsa ladies dancing for wheat pennies. Just don't throw them. Don't throw them on stage. You could injure somebody with one of these rolls. Alright, here we go. Getting into the last section here. I believe we're at the last 10. We're going through this box of wheat pennies. Well, we're going through this box for wheat pennies. I wish it was a whole box of wheat pennies, but beggars can't be choosers. But you can choose to beg. Think about that. Wise words? Maybe. Profound? Possibly. Something to live by? I wouldn't recommend it. Why beg when you can just pick up a metal detector and go find? Put that on a bumper sticker. Do it. Make money off it. You're welcome. Why beg when you can metal detect? Man, that sounds good. T-shirts, bumper stickers, normal stickers. Words to live by. Well, we got 9 rolls left, folks. I appreciate you guys coming out here. This has been great. I don't do a lot of live streams. I like doing the fun video edits, getting a little creative, making people laugh, but also teaching them about metal detecting and just taking them along for the adventure. But editing a video is pretty time consuming. So I said, you know what? Let's do a live stream. We've got a little bit of time tonight. Let's talk with some folks, see how they're doing. Are you guys having a good day? If not, what can I do to help? I know what you're thinking. You know what would help me have a good day? If he would find a wheat penny. Or an Indian head penny. That would be something else. Do you guys remember your first metal detecting finds? Like the first thing you found with a metal detector, and then maybe the best next thing you found? First thing I found with a metal detector was a beer cap. Why? Well, because I lived in the apartments by the local college. Because I was a college kid when I first started metal detecting. So pretty natural that I would find a bottle cap. I want to say it was like maybe Miller. But then right next to that, we found a 1996 quarter. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, I can find money doing this as a poor college kid? And then I was hooked. I will go into a little more detail with that story. That's been one I've been wanting to actually do for one of my videos for a long time. The full story of why I got into metal detecting. It only seems right to do for the channel. Oh my goodness, Bronx. If we don't find an Indian head penny with that kind of luck, I would be shocked. I mean, let alone a wheat penny. But that right there, the salsa ladies, good luck. That's Indian head penny luck right there. I'm telling you. It's gotta happen one of these days. Why not happen to us on stream? A live poll. Give the people what they want. Well, right now, I hope they just want normal coppers and pennies, because that's all we got for that roll. Maybe next time. Your first good find was a silver dime? Like, did you not dig any clad before that? I'm talking like very first thing you found with a metal detector. Because if you found a silver dime as your first find, that would be impressive. Did you like start metal detecting in 1964 when all there was silver dimes? Could you imagine? Man. If that was a thing, how spoiled you would be. Every coin you find would just be awesome. Not really, it would just be normal coins back then. You wouldn't know any different. So, I guess there's that. Back then, that's all there was. Well, okay. You don't have to say what year. I believe you. Oh, getting down to the nitty gritty here. The thing with coin roll hunting is it might be dirtier work than actual metal detecting. Coins are dirty. You'll get this nice black film on your fingers and palm. We got this. We got this. I hope we got this. It's one of those where that's all you can hope for is just one more good find. Alright, class. Pop quiz. From the teaser that I dropped earlier in stream, what was the date that something fun will be happening? See if you had your listening ears on. No cheating off of the student next to you. Keep your eyes on your own paper. Because as you write that down, we just pulled a wheat cent. We're back on Wheat Street. All right, and a coin implosion. But you know what? Fatty's not here, so we're not gonna tell him. He'll never know. May 27th. Oh, hey yo, you'd be 3 days too late. May 24th. That's what we're looking for, folks. May 24th. A casino watch. What is a casino watch? Enlighten me. Is it like actually something that you can gamble with? Or was it just a watch with a casino stamp marked on it? 1956 wheat was the last wheat penny we just pulled out of that roll. A whopping 10 cents. But that's not bad. That's not bad. That puts us at 11 wheat pennies for the box so far. We've got about 4 rolls left after this one. And then the night, sadly, is done. That's okay, AU. You were close. And you know what works for being close? Because you don't have to be exact. Horseshoes and hand grenades. You just got to get it close. You don't always have to get it right on. Wow, things have been looking pretty good tonight, I will say. 11 wheat pennies in the box so far. We dropped a little teaser. We talked a little metal detecting. We've met some new friends. And we all remembered that tomorrow is your day to spoil that someone near and dear to you or in your life, maybe even a complete stranger. But just make sure you make all the moms out there feel happy, feel appreciated. Go out and buy them a box of coins to coin roll hunt through. They'll love you. That's my year. Got it? And dancing with women. $1956. We've almost completed the 50s and the 40s. We're not too far off when it comes to wheat pennies found tonight. Here's another fun fact for you. For anyone that goes to Canada and you metal detect, prepare to find an enormous amount of pennies out in the parks. I kid you not, I was metal detecting, this was probably 7 years ago. Not quite 7, maybe 5. Downtown in Toronto in a park. And I could not move 2 steps without getting penny signals. And I dug and dug and dug, thinking at some point it's got to be something different. No. Every single one. Hundreds, thousands of signals. Pennies. Canada doesn't use pennies anymore in their system. They did away with pennies years ago. And I'm pretty sure people literally just went out into the streets and threw all of their pennies onto the ground. Because that's all you find in parks over there now. So it's a little frustrating. The casino is a digital watch. And it had a voice timer. You can store phone numbers in it. Are you sure you didn't find like a James Bond watch? Do not pull the little timer thing out. Bad things will happen. You know, the little winder on that watch. I've seen the movies. It's not good. Unless you're prepared to throw the watch. Wow, we are almost done with this box. Almost done. Not bad. About 2 hours to hunt this penny roll box is what it's taken me. While doing a few stops to look some coins up and get a few things for you. And one commercial break. It was a short commercial break though, so we're okay. And then as we wrap this coin roll hunt up, we've got 2 rolls left now. In the chat, if you're still here, is there anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you want to see? $11 wheat pennies. Okay. 11 wheat pennies. You know, if I found 11 wheat pennies on a day of metal detecting, how good of a sight that would be. How good of a day that would be. When's the last time you found 11 wheat pennies in one hunt? That's the question. And if you find 11 wheat pennies in one hunt, don't tell people where you found 11 wheat pennies, because I'm sure there's a lot of other goodies there. Second to last roll. Here we go. Looking for those old coins. What's it gonna be? Got a lot of zincs. A lot of zincs in this roll. No luck. And then there was one. Nope. Don't need to talk about it too much. We're just swinging for those rings. That's right. Swinging for those rings. Gotta love metal detecting. I used to be really big into golf. Golf gets expensive if you want to just go out and keep playing. Metal detecting, once you invest in your set of equipment, easy to go have fun. Easy. And golf can just be downright frustrating. You're still swinging, but it ain't always pretty. All right, the box, she's empty. There's one. What's it gonna be? Ooh, let's see, Bronx. Let's see. Will the salsa ladies prevail? We've got some copper. Here's what I'm seeing right here. All right, you can see some of the edges there. Some are definitely zinc. Some are that darker brown copper. We'll see. We'll see what we can pull. Well, friends, you couldn't really have scripted that one any better, because on the last roll, we have the wheat. I will get that camera to focus. I promise, one of these days. And we'll get that micro camera, because my man, there it is. There's a wheat. You can see it. Fatty demanded it. 1945. Another 1945. Well, we didn't get any 30s, 20s, or teens, but we got a dozen wheats. Better than a kick in the pants for sure. So another 10-cent wheat in the bag. 12 wheats, like I said. Fantastic. You couldn't have asked for the better. Yeah, copper penny scrap price is about 2 cents. I think last I looked it up, it was like 2.7. Maybe it went down a little bit, but the box that I did before this one, I got through 15 rolls. Every single coin was zinc, and they were already hand rolled. So I think someone had beat me to that box. The box was also not taped with the paper tape. It had clear tape on it. So someone didn't just pull wheat pennies. They pulled every single copper. They're hoarding it. So it's tough. It's tough when that happens, but this, pretty good box. Pretty happy with the results. Yeah, Bronx, shoot me some messages. Shoot me some videos over on Instagram. Feel free, DM me. I respond to pretty much every comment on social media, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you name it. It's been a great night. Thank you guys for coming out. So, until next time, we're just going to be out here swinging for the ring. That's right. I hope you guys have a good night, and we'll do this again soon. Stay tuned for that news. Look for those upcoming videos that hopefully will be dropping a little later this month. And remember, treat your moms nice tomorrow night. So until next time, guys, keep swinging for the ring.